from people joining all around the world. I am Vidit. Uh, I welcome you all for yet another webinar. Today's webinar, I'll just quickly share my screen. Yeah, so welcome again to our next webinar on this customer service series. If you guys haven't viewed my previous webinar on operationalizing uh, service request management or customer service, please, I request you all to just go to that video. For I mean, on this video, it would be linked in the chat when this goes live on YouTube. So, I mean, for those of you who have joined, who have newly joined us, this is your first webinar. I'm Vidit. I'm Vidit Gholam. I'm a solution architect. I work at CloudFronts Technologies Private Limited. About CloudFronts, CloudFronts is a global AI first Microsoft partner and a Databricks solution partner. So our focus is on Microsoft business applications integrations through Azure AIS, and I mean a lot of innovation around various business applications per se, customer service, sales, field service, finance and operations, anything and everything that has to do with Power Platform. And I mean, we are quite specialized in integrations. I mean, third-party integrations, cross-platform integrations. Our focus is 100% on data and AI. We have 12 plus years of experience of doing this, 100 plus customers implementations. We have projects across US, uh, Europe, and Australia. The sectors that we work in are majorly professional services, financial services, manufacturing, and of course, non-profit as well. So, I these are some of our recognitions. We are a Microsoft solution partner for business applications, a Microsoft data and AI partner, and a Databricks consulting partner, a Databricks select partner. So that was about CloudFronts. I have already introduced you to myself. I'm Vidit Ghoram. I'm a solution architect. My area of expertise at Dynamics 365, CRM, Power Platform, Azure. I love solving complex business challenges like the one I'm going to show you today through Dynamics 365 and Power Platform. So without any further delays, let's move on to the webinar. So this is a continuation of the previous webinar that I presented. We are talking about, in the previous webinar, we talked about what customer service is, how you can operationalize a quick customer service if you are a small business through Dynamics 365 customer service. And with evolution to AI, um, I mean, uh, we hear news around Copilot. We hear news around various AI integrations. Dynamics 365 also has a variety of AI capabilities. For the past 6 months, our focus was predominantly collecting actual AI-based use cases, actual implementation. Uh, use cases from the customers, and one such implementation or one such use case I'm just going to present you today. So welcome you for Let AI Do the Talking, smart AI generated responses to customer queries through Dynamics 365 customer service. Now, taking a few inputs from our last webinar. I mean, I can't see your faces, but probably when you see this image, and those of you who are from the customer service industry, this image might have put a smile on your face. That, this is exactly how most customers who want to I mean adopt processes, AIs, who are still on Excel's, trying to migrate to a cloud platform or a standard SRMS, service request management platform. Their customer service generally looks like this. I mean, a few resources, customer service representatives stuck across multiple queries, answering multiple service requests, no track of anything, no reporting. And Dynamics 365 is there for your help for uh, all of these difficulties. So the challenge is for growing businesses, as much as their processes, reporting, and efficient systems are important, your customer service request management becomes equally crucial. As companies scale, the volume and complexity of services increases, making efficient management essential to maintaining I mean, the exact same thing that I talked about, operationalizing, bringing all of your data to the reports. So what's the agenda for today's session? The agenda is, we'll see, I mean, a continuation from the previous session, creating a support mailbox and automatically creating cases when emails are sent to a mailbox, and AI generated responses to this mailbox. So, I mean, we had a prospect that reached out to us saying, "Hey, we are a new company. I mean, we just have a single rep working for us, and we are, I mean, growing on a larger scale. We have a lot of orders incoming, and with those orders, we want to provide the best customer service. But I mean, with AI, a trend follows that doing more with less. So, I mean, this use case was from that prospect, and I mean, we just created an AI bot that just reads some obvious informations that are there in your database. Per se, you are a product company, maybe a home appliances company. Your product has a certain specifications or a certain information knowledge base that is pre-existing, and all your reps would do is just take that information and relay it to the customer. So in this sense, we see more and more I mean, AI use case rather than actual AI actually creating or pulling information in your systems. So that's our agenda. That's the agenda that um, we are going to progress with. So what are some key optimizations? I mean, I have also shown this in the previous session. So automated case creation rules, SLAs, automated case assignments, real-time updates, customer self-service portal. So all of these are some key components that make a good service request management system. And I mean, Dynamics 365 offers all of this in a single punch. And AI is like, on this is like cherry on an ice cream. I mean, with all of these processes, you have you need less reps and more AI for generic responses to the customers, or I mean, generating obvious responses to the customers. So, I mean, these were some of the automations. I also forgot to mention that we discussed about generating I mean, cases out of the emails that come in through your support mailboxes. I mean, in today's time, even in 2026, where we are, I mean, this case is predominantly around AI, we still talk about support mailboxes. Now, from my experience of working with customer service, let's say you have have an iPhone, right? So if something goes wrong, not an iPhone, any device, if something goes wrong, as a customer, your first approach is finding a support mailbox. And hence, I mean, it is a traditional industry, and still these practices will exist even in the future. So that's why this implementation also handles that. So what does a process flow look like? This is a good, simple representation of what the process flow would look like. So a customer comes in, I mean, sends an email or sends a query through your web form or a contact us form on your page. That creates an automated case in Dynamics 365. This case, I mean, the customer has sent some context, right? Let's say you are a home appliances company, and your customer has sent that, hey, I mean, there is a new software update. What are the nitty-gritties of the software updates? So what exactly do I need to do about this software update? So you might already have a document in place for that, and that document must be stored in your knowledge base. The AI would just feed from that information and give a automated response without uh, your without having the need for your representatives to look at that. So the process flows like this. We get an email from the customer, or a web form that creates a case in Dynamics 365. This case triggers an integration to Azure OpenAI. Azure OpenAI has a knowledge base. That knowledge base creates based on the context that the customer has provided, or the query that the customer has raised. Uh, OpenAI just uses its intelligence and creates a context or a response to the customer. That response gets updated on the case, goes as an approval to one of the customer service reps, and then if the approval is triggered, it is approved, then an email gets automatically sent to the customer. So you guys must be asking me that, hey, you still need to approve. Well, AI has progressed a lot. I mean, it does generate um, good responses, accurate responses, but well, humans are humans. So even though your customer service rep is not doing everything, just as an initial evolution of this process, it's better to have an eye on what responses the AI is generating. And once it you guys are comfortable, once we are at a very comfortable place that, hey, all of these responses are accurate, customers are asking good queries, and the AI is able to respond all of these queries. So in that case we can just say that, yeah, we don't need a middle person in place. So that's pretty much what the process flow is going to be about. So with that, let's begin with a small setup. So for this setup, I already have a demo trial setup for customer service. If you are new to Dynamics 365, you can create a free trial. You get a free trial for 30 days, and with that free trial, you can play around with customer service. Even for Azure, that we are going to use here, you get a free trial, you get some free credits, and you can play around with the exact solution that I'm going to show you. So I have a shared mailbox that I've set up for this. The mailbox is uh, demo support at cloudfriends.com. So if you recall from my previous session, wherein uh, I was explaining about about operationalizing customer service, I'd mentioned that we need um, uh, I mean a standard or generic mailbox. So that mailbox is now added as a queue in Dynamics 365. Um, if we go to items, if we go to all items support, this is the queue. So I set up a queue in Dynamics 365 customer service. This queue is associated with a mailbox that is a support mailbox. This support mailbox is synced through, it's enabled. The sync between Outlook and Dynamics 365 is enabled. Now, this queue will run for all emails. uh, we have options to set only responses to Dynamics 365 emails, but it will run for all emails. So let anyone who sends a mail to support at demo support at cloudfronts.com, it will pick that email and create a queue item. So all of our automations of creating these cases rely on these two out of the box entities, that is queue and a queue item. So whenever you trigger a mail to this mailbox, or your customer triggers a mail to this mailbox, it would create a queue item in this queue. And on create of this queue items, we will write our processes of creating cases, sending the responses to OpenAI, and all of that. So I was just showing you the mailbox. So this is how the mailbox looks like. Our IT admin has enabled this mailbox for syncing incoming, outgoing messages, and you can see a success status on this. So that's how we do the setup for queues and queue items. For more information about queues and queue items, what are these? I'll put some resources in the chat whenever this video goes live on YouTube, to get uh, for you to get in power with these terms. Till then, just bear with me. So what I'll do, I'll just configure an email. So let's say I write demo support. So before I type in an email, what use case exactly am I going to show you? So to this AI, I've fed a documentary, uh, not a documentary, a book called as World's Greatest Formula One Designer. So it is a 400-page PDF that I've fed to the AI. I'll show you how we do that, or where exactly we do that. We are going to use Azure AI Foundry, and inside of Azure AI Foundry, we are going to use the OpenAI services, or the ChatGPT models, basically. So, I mean, the book is on Formula One. So, any sort of question that we ask around Formula One, it will answer us for those questions. So, I'll just go ahead and I'll just type in an email. Uh, hey, what is Formula One? When did Formula One started? So I've just sent an email to demo support at CloudFronts. The subject is when did Formula One start? The subject is, hey, what is Formula One? And the body is, when did Formula One start? Now, I mean, the email body is not just this. The email body also has I mean, my signature, basically. So our first task is to get this through in our cases and eliminating the email body. So if you can see, a case got automatically created. So I'll just open this case, and it says, hey, I'm new to Formula One, had some questions. When did Formula One start? So if you can see, oh, this is not the case. This was just a test case that I was using. Uh, yeah, I think this is the one. Yeah. So it says, hey, what is Formula One? When did Formula One start? And since the email was sent by me, you see that email on the timeline. Just for simplicity, I've kept the case form a simple form that just has the case title, case number, customer, origin, description. I mean, we had seen a complex example of this case form in my previous webinar, where I was just showing you how you can adjust business process flows and things like that. So this is the email, and if you can see, I mean, the body of the email is not just this. It also has my email signature, and I mean, the description is automatically populated, automatically populates just the body that the um, uh, uh, customer has sent, and it eliminates any email signatures that are sent with the body. So I'll show you how I did this, and this is the response that, this from this description we send details to the OpenAI service. So how exactly have I done this? Now we go to a Power Automate. I mean, it's with Power Platform, you can do a lot of low code stuff. So Power Automate is a low code workflow, step by step workflow that you create. I'll also give some resources in the chat around what Power Automate is. So as you can see, a flow is already running. So I'll just open this Power Automate to give you some context on what exactly have we achieved, or how this came in through in the mailbox. So as I already showed you that, we have created a queue, and a queue item gets created whenever an email gets in uh, sent to that shared mailbox or the support queue. So I've created the trigger as when a queue item is created. So whenever a new queue item is created, that means whenever a new inquiry or a new query comes in as an email to the mailbox, this flow triggers. Now we get the email record. Now what is an email record? So if we go back to customer service, I'll just duplicate this screen. I'll go to activities. Never mind, we can also show it from here. So I can just open this email record. So whenever an email gets synced to Dynamics 365, it creates an entity record within an entity, or a table record in a table, that is email messages. So hence we are getting the new record that got created, that is email message. Now we set a value for from, we set a value for email description. Now if you can see, I've used a expression, Power Automate expression, to just eliminate anything. All of this is an HTML at the end, the whole email body. So at every point we know, what is from where the signature starts and things like that. So I've just done a split, or I've just written an expression to eliminate email signatures. Then I did a HTML to text to convert all of that HTML to a text. And I mean uh, in a raw form, I just got the description. I create a case, I set a owner, I update the case with the email record, and then I send it through to my OpenAI service. So my OpenAI service uses an Azure Logic app, an HTTP triggered logic app. So I'm just calling that HTTP triggered logic app from this Power Automate. Now, some of you who are quite familiar with Dynamics 365 or Power Automate, you might ask me, hey, Vidit, why are you not using the out of the box Outlook connectors? So from my experience, this method works much more better than that. One thing is that you want to track a case within your system. You have good control over what came in and what went out through the queue items. And the Outlook connector might malfunction, or might not be able to read all of your emails. I've seen those discrepancies. So this is a far more better way to do a case. In fact, we also have implementations done where we are just using a same approach, not with a Power Automate, but with a custom plugin instead. But this is for native low code developers. Now, that was the Power Automate setup about. Um, the approval and everything, I'll come to that. So, I mean, as we discussed in the process flow, that the response that gets generated, uh, I mean, when we call the OpenAI service, it sends us a response. Now that response is sent as an approval request to a manager, let's say, or a sales professional, just to review that whatever the AI is generated is accurate as per what the customer is asking. So I'll just go to my teams, and I'll just quickly share with you the approval record. So that approval record is over here. So it says, thank you for reaching out. I'll address you as I'll address you as user, since no specific username is provided. I mean, those are some refinements, since it is a sandbox environment, it is in place. To answer your question, Formula One, referring to Formula One bike components or brakes or suspensions, started in 1987. The company was founded in. So I mean, these are the kind of things that I was talking about. That, I mean, uh, sometimes it might hallucinate. It might not exactly point to the information that you want to get from it. I'll I'll just reject this response, and um, I'll just create a new email, and I'll just write in there something that has more context. So I'm writing what is DRS in Formula One motorsport. Oh, we have the case here. I got the approval, and yeah, I will hit approve. Now, if you see here, it says, "Hey, what is DRS in Formula One?" And it gives you a good brief of what DRS is. So a DRS in Formula One stands for drag reduction system. It's a specific feature of Formula One that, oh, even this is an older case. I tested it, I think, some time back. But anyways, continuing. So DRS in Formula One stands for drag reduction. It is a special feature of Formula One that helps to go faster on certain parts of the tracks and things like that. So I mean, these kind of responses it would generate to the customer queries, and I mean, glad that we also saw an example of what an hallucination might look like. Again, I mean, these are sandbox environments. Things might not be as refined as a production environment. And I mean, anyways, I was going to show you I mean, a response on hallucination. So good that we got it. So I mean, overall, this is how it looks like, or this is how the responses flow through. If you see that, I mean, it hardly took the customer service representative a minute to review what response was generated. And I mean, I just rejected the response if the response was not correct, and I can just type in the correct response and send. Or we can also have a mechanism in place that when a response is rejected, you can maybe send it send with more context to the AI and get the correct response done from the AI and things like that. So I mean, all of these are possible, and all of these are some possibilities through these services and things like that. We are a bit over time, but I will quickly show you what this setups look like um, on my Azure. So I'm just pulling up my Azure services. Meanwhile, let's see if the case that we created, yeah, we have a response here. We have a case here, and we have an approval request here. Yeah, so this time it has given the correct information. So DRS stands for drag reduction system. It's a feature used in Formula One to help drivers overtake each other more easily. When activated, DRS opens. So you see, I mean, for one response we got an hallucinated answer, but for the other, where more context was provided, we got the correct answer. I mean, these things you can also adjust with uh, providing the correct context to your AI and things like that. Now, since I've approved this, I should receive an email automatically that hey, this is the response on your query and things like that. Now, on Azure, as I said, that we are using Azure OpenAI. In Azure OpenAI, we are using an Azure Foundry. To create an Azure Foundry, I might link up resources on how you can set this up, how you can create a free trial for Azure, how you can get all of this started. But I mean, just to keep it short and within time, I have a Foundry already set up, Microsoft Foundry already set up. In this, I have a service, a Foundry service that says AI auto-generated response spot. Now, if I open this service, it will ask me to redirect to a Foundry portal. Now over here we have all of our API keys available for different services. I mean, if I have to talk about Microsoft Foundry, it would be a session worth of an hour. So maybe in the upcoming webinars, I can talk more about how you can play around with these services. I know many of you must have some questions around costing, and things like that. So those kind of things we'll just keep it for more upcoming sessions. So in this Foundry, I mean, these are some of the API keys that you can just use. If you are a bit techy, you can just use all of this in your code to call from different services or different platforms that you might use. If you go to agents, I already have an agent in place here. Mm, I think that was the other project. Yeah. So as you can see, there is an agent already in place here. The model is GPT 4.1. If I open this agent, in this agent, you can set the knowledge base. Now to this knowledge base, I had set, I mean, I had fed the documentary or the book on Formula One. I had given some instructions to it. I mean, this is important. And I'm definitely sure with OpenAI and using OpenAI, using ChatGPT, you guys must be well aware that you guys, I mean, you need to do a good prompt engineering, or you need to provide good prompts or good context before you begin a conversation with the AI. So I've just given us generic instruction that might also cause the bot to hallucinate, as I needed to show that example. So I've just given, hey, I've given you the autobiography of the greatest Formula One driver, Formula One designer. You need to give answers that will be passed to you as a query, keeping the context just to the PDF. um, if you have multiple PDFs, you can also add in names of those PDFs here. That would help it just focus on that data and not provide any random data based on, um, again, users are users, and they might ask anything. So this is, I mean, just a quick start on uh, what what are the AI capabilities with um, Power Platform, what are the AI capabilities with customer service, how you can automate customer service, or how you can just do more with less, and how you can create automated responses. So yeah, thank you for joining us, and thank you for watching. So if you have any use case, if you want some consulting, you can book a one-on-one session. We would be happy to assist you. You can just scan the QR code and submit your queries, and we'll be there on a quick discovery meeting with you. So with that, that is what I had for today's session, and hopefully we have more exciting things to show in the next session, and I'll see you in the next one. So thank you for joining, and have a good day, good night, good evening. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Bye.